Yo, what's up, people? Welcome to the channel where we talk about music licensing, music business, and music production. If you love any of the previously mentioned, be sure to subscribe so you can stay up to date on all my latest content. So, as I wait for everybody to trickle in, today we're going to talk about how to get paid in music licensing. So, that's what we're about to talk about. So I'm going to give the people a few minutes to come in. As you guys come in, just let me know where you're from and what you do, and then we can dig into this information. What's up, people? Everybody coming in, let me know what you do and where you're from. And then we're going to talk about how to get paid in music licensing. Brandon Rico, what's good, bro? How's everything? Detroit's in the building. That's what's up. I got fam in Detroit. How's the weather up there, though? Y'all been getting hit. At East Coast, man. East Coast, Midwest. The weather's been crazy. Single digits. Blizzards. We almost got it down here, but we dodged it. Georgia dodged it. What's up, people? Let me know where y'all from and what you do, and then we're gonna dig into these questions. Snowed in, man. Y'all stay safe out there. And hopefully the sun comes out, man, and melt that stuff so y'all can. Well, it ain't like we going a bunch of places anyway with the with the pandemic and whatnot. It's crazy. What's up, everybody? Let me know where y'all from and what y'all do. And I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes, man, and then we can start talking and answering questions. Island Kings of Entertainment. That's what's up. New York City artist management. Dope. New York. What's the weather looking like in New York? I know y'all got hit too. I hear you, Brandon, man. I'm ready for the weather to break myself, man. Just get out the house a little bit. And yeah, man. It's been crazy here though in the A. So it's like, I want to say last week, it was either last week or the week before last, we had it was cold and then it got super warm, like 60s, 70s. And then it got rainy. Then it got freezing cold. Now it's still freezing. I think it's like 20 something. Oh no, it's 41. It was like 20 something yesterday. So it's been all over the place, man. Pushing Keys, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Indiana music production. That's what's up. That's what's up. Dope. So listen, man, let's talk about how to get paid in music licensing, right? So you got two main ways, right? You got the upfront sync fees, which comes from, okay, say you got a beat or a song placed in a TV show or a movie. Sometimes you'll see an upfront sync fee. That's pretty much the fee to sync a master recording to picture. So that's the upfront fee. You'll see that, but the most, or at least one of them, I feel like the most important part is the back end royalties. So those are performance royalties that you get when something is airing on TV, airing on streaming services, even though the streaming services royalties are like pennies. But You can get, if you can get on some shows that replay a lot and just air over and over and over again, those royalties add up. So you get paid royalties for that. But I think a lot of people just skip over the whole step and importance of making sure you can collect those royalties. A lot of people just like, yo, like, how can I get, I don't know. A lot of people ask questions that are like way past the basics. So we got to get back to the basics, because if you talking about, how to bounce out certain things, or what kind of contracts to stay away from, or which libraries, it's like, that's cool, but none of it matters if you don't get paid, if you're not signed up with the right company. So if you want to get performance royalties, you got to make sure in the US that you're signed up with BMI, ASCAP, or CSAC. They are the ones that collect the performance royalties for you. So anytime something airs and re-airs, a production company will create what's called a Q sheet, and that has a list of like all the music that was used in a particular production. They send those out to BMI, ASCAP, CSAC, and then they go through their thing, their little formulas, and figure out how they want to divvy up royalties for those performances. And then after like 2-3 quarters, however long it takes for them to do that, they'll distribute those royalties, and then that's when you ultimately get paid. So I always recommend being signed up with one of those before even reaching out to the companies, because even though it's something that can get done, like once you have an agreement or somebody wants to sign your music, it's not a big deal if you're not, but it makes the process go a lot faster, and then it shows the companies that you're working with that you're serious, you already got stuff in place, and they're not having to like hold your hand and coach you through like, some of the basics in the licensing process. So make sure that stuff is in place, and then you can talk about how to start scaling up from there, how to, different strategies on how to find contact information and all that stuff. You guys, you want to be prepared from the jump. So make sure you're registered with ASCAP, BMI, CSAC if you're in the US. Obviously, if you're in another country, it's going to be another society that collects for you. Do your research on all of them, and then you can kind of, figure out which direction to go from there. Let's see. Brandon said, you've been thinking about moving south. Seems all the music opportunities are south, man. Atlanta's dope, man. It's been pretty dope. It's a lot of dope talent here. It's a lot of like-minded individuals here. It's been dope since I've been here. A lot of movies are shooting here. They're getting a nice little tax credit for that. Even on the music side, like they're giving tax credits for that too. But yeah, it's a dope place to be, and it is a lot warmer in the winter the winter months. All right, so for everybody that's just coming in, let me know where you're from. Drop a comment. Let me know where you're from. Let me know what you do. And then if you got questions, man, like it's Q&A time. We about to dig into these questions. That's what I'm here for. See if we can help some people out. Appreciate the likes, the thumbs up. You guys are dope. So let's see. Let's get into this. Let's get into this first question from Pushing Keys. With all the free content creator libraries, do you think the game is changing? So I guess you're talking about like the libraries that kind of let creators license music for free, like on YouTube, for YouTube background music, like companies like that. I don't think it's changing the game, because you still have advocates out here to make sure we get paid. And even in those situations, I feel like composers they're getting paid somehow. I think they do like some upfront fees, or like you at least get like a portion of subscription fees or something like that. So I don't think it's necessarily changing the game as far as getting TV placements, because at the end of the day, with all the shows and stuff that they're making, like, they still need music. So there's still opportunities to get those upfront sync fees, still opportunities to get royalties. I feel like the royalty game is kind of shifting because you got all these streaming services. The royalties on streamings or on streams are mad low, bro. Like, they're pennies. And it's just different, but it's just like with everything else that's changed over time within our industry. I feel like eventually it'll catch up and things will kind of shift to where it makes more sense monetarily. But yeah, it's always gonna be a need. So Brandon said, because companies like Premium Beat and Epidemic Sound prefer that you don't belong to a pro. What's that about? Right. So I know for sure Epidemic Sound, you can't be registered with a pro at all. And I think it's because if you're the point of registering with the pro is to get performance royalties. And I think Epidemic's business model is like 100% royalty free music. So if you're registered with with a performing rights society, it's because you want your music to get royalties. So I don't really understand why, because I asked them personally, Epidemic what is it, sound or music or something like that. I asked them, I was just like, okay, so I'm registered with CSAC, right? I was just like, what if I have a catalog of tracks that I don't register with CSAC and just send you guys like a specific bundle of tracks or whatever? And it was like, nah, we still can't do it. So that I don't understand. I don't get it, because if it's not in the system, if it's not registered, there's not like who's tracking it. But I don't know. Maybe it's so they can keep things cleaner. But yeah, I think it's just a whole royalty free model that they have. They pay an upfront fee, and then that's pretty much it. I don't like the idea, especially since I work on like both sides of the industry, right? Like I'm working with artists as well as like the TV film stuff. It doesn't make sense for me. I have to be registered with a pro. Like I'm not about to leave that money on the table just because one company doesn't want me to be registered at all. So I don't get it, man. What's up, Herbie? Welcome to the stream. Big Time Drum from London, UK. That's what's up, man. Appreciate you coming through. James Edwards, Cleveland, Ohio, music producer. That's what's up. For everybody that's just now joining, let me know where you're from. Let me know what you do. It's a Q&A. We talking about music licensing. We talking about how to get paid in music licensing, how not to get paid in music licensing. So yeah, drop your questions. I'm an open book for like the next 45 minutes or so. Immaculate Beats, welcome back, bro, from Arizona. What's up, Sean Dew? So Immaculate Beat said, is it best to just register your tracks as you complete them? I don't. Like if it's for TV and film, honestly, I don't register anything. Usually it's the music libraries that registers the tracks for me. Did I say music supervisors or music publishers? I meant to say publishers or licensing companies, not the supervisor. They do it for me. So, and they'll do it for you most likely. Just ask them to be sure so everything is good, but they'll do it for you. So the reason why I wait is because number one, they're going to do it for you 9 times out of 10. Number two, the track may not get accepted. So if I submit something to a brief or a pitch or whatever, they may not like it. They may not accept it. So then I just wasted the time registering something that may end up being renamed or retitled somewhere else. That's why I don't do it like as soon as I get done. Also, if I submit a track, say it's called Winter, and they already have a track named Winter in their catalog, they're gonna rename it anyway. So it's pointless, and they track everything by title. So no, I don't register it like as soon as I get done. I make sure they're gonna actually use it, and then I let them handle that from there. LR, what's good, bro? Yeah, imagine I don't feel the no pro model either. Produced by Pac TV from Miami. What's up, man? Welcome. Currently in the process of moving to Atlanta from Maryland next month. That's what's up, man. Hopefully you have a smooth transition. I know what that's like, man. Man, listen, when I moved to Atlanta, I moved to Atlanta from Ohio, Columbus, Ohio. I sold everything in my apartment except my music equipment. Let me see and my clothes, of course, my essentials. But yeah, man, I loaded everything in the back of the car. Whatever couldn't fit in the car, it got left at the dumpster. Like, I was out. So yeah, man, it was crazy. And I just started fresh completely. Produced by Pac said, is it better to find a sync website or send directly to a music supervisor? That's a great question. So there's two answers, right? I guess the first one is technically it's better to send to a music supervisor. And this is why. Because a music supervisor, that's as direct, an editor, a music supervisor, that's usually as direct as you can get to someone who's placing your music, listening to your music and placing it. If you can develop a relationship with the supervisor, that can also generate more work, because usually they're working on multiple projects. So you can kind of be a go-to in that relationship. Also, a lot of times you can keep both the writer share and the publisher share of royalties if you're working directly with a music supervisor. Most cases they don't usually have like a publishing company, so you can keep all the publishing, all the writer share. You can get creative and structure different deals even for other people. That's the advantage of working directly with a supervisor. Is it easy to find a music supervisor and build a relationship with them right away? No, it's probably the hardest thing to do, because they are so busy, because they already have established relationships that they just trust and things go smooth. So it takes a little bit more work and effort to do that. So the easier way, not necessarily better, not necessarily bad, the easy way is going through like a sync website, a music licensing company, music library. Those are usually the easiest ways to get started in licensing, because they already have those relationships established with music supervisors. So it's just easier to get in that way. So hopefully that helps you. E6, welcome to the stream. Does the format really matter? The format is that's the gold, man. The format. So we got instrumentals and then we have full songs. So instrumentals, that's probably where the format matters the most. An instrumental, that's it. It stands by itself. Usually it's a background cue. You got people talking over it. You also have scene transitions with these instrumentals. So the format is super crucial, because you have to, there's just certain formats that work for TV. The reason why these formats work for TV is because there's editors behind the scenes chopping footage, chopping tracks. So if it's easier for them to chop and edit and get certain sections of your track that they can just use, they may just use like 5 seconds of a full track that you sent. They have to be able to cut that 5 seconds, and it has to end clean in case they have to transition from one scene to the next. There's no time for long intros, so like how you format your intro is important. Everything moves fast in TV, so yeah, the format is crucial. That's why I created a course on it, because like that's how important it is, like how to structure instrumentals for TV and film. Super duper important. I definitely recommend learning that. And it's not just like one singular, like this is the only. It's different variations of it, but it's certain elements that you have to have in every track. Ed Lar said, "Working, my guy, man. That's what's up, man. I see the placements coming in. You killing it, man." Curtis, Clint, what's good, my guy? What's good, Curtis? Welcome to the room. For everybody that's just joining in, welcome to the stream. I keep saying room, like I've been on Clubhouse like too much. I keep saying room. This is YouTube. If you just joining, make sure you leave a comment. Drop your name, where you from. You don't have to drop your name like your government name, so people don't stalk you. But just let me know where you from, what you do. All right, we got some good questions coming in. Let's scroll through these joints. Shondu said, "Do you spend the money to submit?" Nah, man. Like very rarely, right? So, like the websites and stuff, I stopped spending money on those. I've done a few, and it's if I feel like the company's real reputable and I can do some good work with them. But nah, I don't, because there's too many companies out here that just accept your music for free. You can submit for free. Now, I will pay for a good event like from NARIP, NARIP. I'll pay for, and I have paid for some events that I feel like are really, really small, a close-knit environment, and I can get direct with someone that I want to build a relationship with. I'll pay for those sometimes. Because there's just sometimes, to get in the room with certain people, you have to make that investment, and it paid off for me personally. So that's usually how I approach it. What's up, Feisty Heisty? Thank you for coming through. Is it Crow? CRHO Music? Forgive me if I said that wrong. But how many completed tracks should I have before I shop to music libraries? I always say a solid 5, man. Solid 5 is good. To start submitting. Obviously, if you have a bigger library of tracks, you're still only going to start out by submitting a few, right? You don't want to bombard them with 20 tracks. So create like 5 of your best, and then from there, once you determine what that library needs and the style, the direction that they want, then you just create more after that, and then you'll have more direction instead of just sitting here like I need to create 100 fire tracks, and you don't even know what kind of tracks these people need, right? So then you could be wasting time creating something that nobody needs. So start with 5 of your best, whatever genre you feel like you do the best, and then start reaching out, pitching that joint, and start getting some licensing deals. Gordon Hits, what's good, bro? Question is, what's the simplest way to draw up a sync contract as an indie artist? Get up I can't talk. An entertainment attorney. That's gonna be the best way. I would never recommend typing up like your own contract. You don't want to shoot yourself in the foot. At least get an attorney to create one that maybe you can edit certain things, certain terms, have them break down each joint. It's worth it. Just invest in getting an attorney to type it up, and it should usually they don't charge too much to to get something like that prepared for you. It's Miss Fee dropping in from El Paso, Texas. That's what's up. Appreciate you coming through. ESB Music, what's good? Is your program still available? Yeah, the music licensing course. If you guys want the free guide, 6-step guide, that's the link. After you put in your email, you'll also have the opportunity if you want to grab like my blueprint, everything I did to start getting TV placements, my first 10 TV placements. Everything I did is in that bundle, the road to 10 placements. So like pretty much when I started, man, I wrote down everything I was doing, and then I did it, and then I was just like, it's other people who want to do it, so I'm gonna give them these gems so they can do it too. So yeah, make sure y'all grab that. Anthony Howard, what's good? Appreciate it, man. Bookie the producer, welcome, man. Appreciate you checking out the stream. Bo Tribe, what seems to be more active for placements? TV, movies, ad, man, all of it, bro. Like everything. Like you got ads. Like sit down and watch TV, right? If you sit down and watch TV, you got shows to watch. In between those shows, you got all the ads that's playing, and then occasionally you want to sit down and you want to watch a movie, like it's a new movie coming out. Original content, Netflix, HBO Max, Amazon Prime, all of these, man. It's just so much. It's too much. It's overwhelming. But yeah, man, like everything is active. Like I don't think there's one that's more active. It's all about what you want to be more active in, right? Do you want to focus more on commercials? Do you want to focus more on TV shows? Do you want to focus more on movies? You want to focus more on movie trailers? Like that's a whole lane in itself, just trailers. There's people who that's all they do. You want to focus on video games. You want to focus on elevator music that's playing in the background of restaurants. Music, corporate music is a lane where people just create music for like those infomercials that's playing 3:00 in the morning. Like there's literally libraries who specialize in infomercial music. Like it's insane. Like I didn't even know it was a thing until a few years ago. I was like, yo, like people literally look for infomercial music. It's crazy. Shout out to everybody that's coming in the room. My mind is still blown from the infomercial music. I didn't know that was a thing. It's crazy. But let me know where you guys are from. Drop your questions. It's a live Q&A. I'm on here for another 30 minutes. Just giving you guys some gems, giving you guys some direction, and just talking about music licensing, man. Even if it's not licensing, just let me know. I'll answer it. But appreciate you coming through, bro. Bo Tribe. Brian Rogers, thank you for making it, man. I'm glad you made it. ESB. It's a good question. What's a good price range to go about once your music is pitched? It varies, right? Situation to situation. A lot of times, like I know like background stuff for TV, it's a lot of times there's not a lot of room for negotiation. You just get back end royalties. A lot of times you don't even get an upfront fee for stuff like that. Commercials, usually there's a budget established. Sync fees, sometimes there's negotiation room. It just depends on terms or whatever. If anything changes, through the process of placing the track and getting everything together, sometimes you can negotiate more, but it's literally it's zero to like whatever. It's like it's no range, man. So it depends on what the budget is, what they have to offer. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's kind of a sucky answer, but it's just, you never know. I will say, usually the commercials, like for commercials, the budgets are like way bigger. DJ Atlanta. I am in Atlanta. Kentucky's in the house. That's what's up. Shout out to everybody in Kentucky. What's your take on using sound effects in your production? Vox risers, air beats with effects more for TV than I do in movies. That's a good observation, man. I never really thought about it, but now that you say that, it does seem like you hear more of that on TV versus movies. 'Cause I think movies, there's kind of more of a scoring element to it and less subtle sometimes. But yeah, I use risers, vocal chops, and TV cues all the time. I usually always use some type of riser, some swells, different things to just add those transitional elements for each section. I think it adds to the production value and just keeps things interesting. You know what I mean? What's up, dedicated one from Jersey? Hi, said, is GarageBand for iOS a good platform for learning how to put music on record? I've been messing a lot with it lately. I don't own any professional equipment or a computer, so I feel like it's great. Absolutely, like whatever you have that you can start messing and producing music on, like that's where it's at. You know what I mean? So yeah, GarageBand. I started, well, when I first started, for real, I was on PlayStation Music Generator. That's really old for those who know about that, but I would play around with that and then like record the beat that I made from the PlayStation onto a cassette tape, and it was so ghetto. So I started with that, and then I moved up to this $10 software. It wasn't even a full joint. It was like a demo joint from Best Buy. And then from there, I got an iBook in 2005. And then that's when I got hip to GarageBand for the first time. And I used GarageBand for a long time. Like, I used GarageBand for like most of my college years. And then I found out about, I started using Pro Tools and stuff, and then Reason, and then found out about Logic, got hooked on Logic, and I've been using Logic ever since. But GarageBand is kind of like a super watered down, not super, it's just like a watered down, watered down version of Logic pretty much. They're similar. So if you start in Logic, starting GarageBand, that's a great place to start. And then as you get better, and you'll start to have a need for more features and more things that you want to do. Once you start feeling limited with GarageBand, then that's when it's time to step it up and check out some other DAWs. But yeah, man, like start with what you have. Like as long as you starting, you making progress. So yeah. What's up, Eugene? I'm glad you're learning a lot from these Q&A sessions. That's why I do them, to help you guys. You know what I mean? I get a lot of the same questions. I was like, yo, let's just get everybody in one joint and just answer these joints. But what's up? That rhymes. I got bars. Got bars today. It's Wednesday. He said, I want to know if I should create a website so music supervisors can listen to my music, or it's not really necessary. It's not super necessary, honestly. It's just more work that you kind of create for yourself. But honestly, man, they always ask for like a streaming link anyway, so you can use box.com for free and just upload in a folder, label the folder, put your contact information on a document, put the tracks in there. They can stream it from Box, or they can download it if they want to like audition it to Picture or something. They may be in the middle of a project, so having that option to download is super dope. But yeah, man, start out with something like that. You don't gotta go and build an extravagant site and go through all of that, man. Not at all. Honestly, till this day, like I have a link of music that's on my site, but I never use that link. In fact, I took that page down because it's pointless. Like I've never used that link when submitting music to companies or whatever. So yep, just find a good service and roll with it. Shout out to Cleveland. Michael Edwin, what's good? Yo, I'm gonna point you to this free directory. This pretty much answers that question and more. Gives you the process, how to get started, how to submit. So download that, offer.clintproductions.com. Grab that joint, and yeah, it'll answer all of that. Brandon said, where do you get inspiration for the types of vibes you create, or is it just you doing you and whatever happens? So now, like most times, my direction is coming from requests and briefs that I get from different publishers. So I don't really have to think too hard. Like I'm still doing me when I do the tracks that they need. But that gives me like the vibe, because they're really specific on what they want. A lot of times they'll give you examples. So I just go off of that, and then just kind of create my interpretation of the vibe that they want to create, which I think is dope that way too, because it's like I don't like get beat blocks or anything like that, because I'm constantly being sent something that I don't even know if it's like inspiration for real, but it's direction. So it's just like, okay, this is what you need. I can create something like that, and then I just roll with it. It honestly makes it easier for me. What's up, Devin Armstrong, checking in from ATL. That's what's up. How do you know when your music is good and you get mixed reviews? Man, dude, like that's a good question. Sometimes you don't know until you get it out there and start submitting it. Because you'll never know if it's good enough for what they're looking for. You have to make it, and you have to put it out there. You have to submit it so that you can get that feedback. Then once you start getting the feedback, you're like, okay, now I know what I need to improve on. sometimes it's not even that your music is bad. Sometimes it's just not what they need at the time. So you can have a great track, but you may just have to submit it to some different places until, you know, it meets the need of whoever you're submitting it to. So I guess the answer is you don't really know sometimes, until you do it so many times to where it's like, okay, you know when something's solid, you know when something can work. So yeah, but if you're just starting out, that is tough. But the only way you're gonna find out is by putting it out there, and then just take whatever feedback comes back. If you got more people saying your stuff is dope than people who are saying it's not, 9 times out of 10 you're on the right track. If it's the opposite, then you just need to go back to the drawing board and then just start tweaking what you know, from the feedback that you're getting. Do you have a format of what you know gets placed? Absolutely. So I created a course, how to format your instrumentals for TV and film. And what that is, the format that I copy and paste, like in everything that I do. Every instrumental that I do, it has the exact same format. And this is the thing, like, once you, I don't, everybody's at different places, right? So once you start getting placements, or once you get the first placement, go back to that first placement and listen to it and like break that joint down. Like, okay, what made this work? And then just replicate that. Do more of what got placed, do more of what keeps getting placed. And that's what I did. So I was just like, there were certain things that I had in certain tracks that were getting placed, and I just took a step back and was just like, okay, what do all of these tracks have in common? And then I took those things and then pretty much just made that, like, this is just gonna be, you know, my format. Sometimes I'll switch it up here and there, but yeah, that's a good way to kind of get almost like a template for yourself of what works. And I'll leave a link to like these courses that I'm talking about. You guys are like, where are these courses at that this dude is talking about? I'll leave a link once this video is posted. I'll put it in the description, so you guys can check them out. What's up, Audio Ron? New York, that's what's up. DJ Naf, what's up? Shout out to everybody that's coming in. Let me know where you're from. Let me know what you do. Shout out to Roger in Mississippi. That's what's up. Shout out to Spence in Germany. That's what's up. How's the weather in Germany? I just feel like Germany is just cold. Like, am I wrong? Like, let me know what the weather's like in Germany, if it changes, because I'm completely ignorant to it. I'm curious. Eugene, what's good? From Richmond, producer and a writer, just getting in, checking you out. Been checking you out through email. That's what's up, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody that takes the time to open up one of my emails. Like, literally, that means a lot, because everybody don't do it. So I appreciate that, man. DJ Lana said, how important is it to know how to mix your beats before submitting? It's a great question. So it's not like make or break, right? You want your tracks to be mixed before submitting. Whether you know how to do it doesn't necessarily, it's not a bad thing if you don't. Just know somebody who does, so you can get it mixed and mastered. But if you do know how to mix and master, I'm gonna let y'all know, like, from jump, from my personal experience, it will help increase your placement and your placement opportunities. It'll help increase your relationships, because TV and film, man, deadlines are crazy sometimes. Like, same day. So if you don't know how to mix and master, right, you got a brief that just came in. It was like, yo, we want this joint today. You got 2 hours to work on it. If you got to send it to your guy to mix and master it, and you don't know what his schedule look like, he may be swamped, he may be in, I don't know, in Mexico somewhere chilling it up, and you can't get it back in time, you missed out on that opportunity. But if you know how to mix, you know how to master, you can knock it out, do your production thing, mix and master it, send it out, and then it's done. And then on the flip side, like, they may come back and be like, yo, we need these quick edits. They want to use it. Can you give us these stems? Can you give us this edit? Can you switch out this sound? You can do it and still have, you know, all the sessions, everything mixed, bounce those stems out super quick, get it back. And they like, yo, like, this dude ain't playing. Like, his turnaround is crazy. And that'll help you, you know what I'm saying? Because they're going to keep coming back to you if they know you're going to meet those deadlines like over and over and over again. So it works to your advantage. If you can learn, I definitely recommend learning. I have a mixing course too, Urban Mixing Made Simple. You see the video screen, everything. Again, I'm gonna just leave the link to all these joints in the description. But yeah, man, I definitely recommend it. Like, it's been huge for me. And then on top of that, you can monetize it. Like, you can use that as a service now. Like, as a producer, we trying to get multiple streams of income, right? So if you learn how to mix and get legit with it, other people will pay you to mix their songs, mix their records, mix their beats that they trying to send out for TV and film. So you just add more value to yourself if you learn how to do it. Appreciate you, Gerald. Brian Rogers said, any tips on time management? Yes. Come up with a system, a schedule, and stick with it. So like, my schedule is Monday through Wednesdays, I'm working on like all production stuff for TV and film, maybe some artist stuff if I got some of that going on. And yeah, it's just focused on production from 7:30 in the morning all the way to when my son wakes up from a nap, which is usually like 3:30 or something like that. So it's just all production. Then Thursday is what is Thursday? I switched Thursday to something. Thursday, I just switched it. Now I'm confused, but it's content, or is it my admin day? It's my content creation day. I switched Thursday and Friday because it was weird with other stuff I got going on. So Thursday, I just focus on creating content. I'm creating YouTube videos. I'm creating content for Instagram post for the next week. Taking pictures, doing product reviews, like whatever I have going on, I'm creating it, because once I'm in that mode, I can get more done. Like, since I got my camera set up, I might as well knock out 3-4 videos, right? So that helps me save time, because I'm doing the same thing and just grouping the same kind of activities together. And then Friday is kind of like my admin day, where I'm catching up on certain business stuff, accounting stuff, getting ready for the next week. So yeah, that's how I do it. I just do the same kind of tasks together, group them together, and then that kind of helps. And then I just set designated times for certain things, and that helps me. So hopefully that helps you. DJ Nav, do you put a cap on revisions? Say if it's a smaller budget. I put a cap on all of my mixing revisions. So you get 2 free ones, and then after that there's a fee per revision. Because in the past, people will have a lot of revisions, and that joint gets time consuming. And sometimes, man, I don't know, like, I feel like as creative people, man, we get so many ideas, bro. Like, people they be getting imaginative, like, on your time though. Like, So you got to figure out a way to cut those revisions down, and a price is the best way to do it. Man, they get real decisive when you put an extra fee on that joint. So yes, there is a cap on revisions. Gabrielle from Flint, was good? Q Clark, that's what's up. Will this be recorded? Here, let's just put this up. Will it be something I can watch later? Currently at work now. Yes, it will be recorded, so you can come back, grab the gems after work, and apply them. So yeah, this will be recorded. It's gonna be up on my YouTube channel. I'm not sure if they put it up immediately or if it takes some time to process, but it'll definitely be up here so you can come back and rewatch it. Thank you for coming through, man. I appreciate that. You know, even while you're at work, that's dedication. All right, let me let's scroll through some of these. Shout out to everybody coming through. If you're just now joining, just be sure to let me know where you from and what you do. And I'm just going through questions, man. We're gonna answer questions. I got about 10-15 more minutes. LW said Clint is a 419 legend. Yo, I appreciate that. For those who don't know what 419 is, it's Toledo. I'm from Toledo, Ohio, born and raised. So that's where I'm from, man. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Gabrielle said, I'm a recent graduate of Berklee College of Music. Congrats on that. I just finished an internship, but thinking about doing licensing full time. Any advice? Shoot, go for it, right? Figure out exactly which direction you want to take in regards to music licensing, and go for it, and just grind. Like, music licensing it's I guess be prepared to put in some work, because it takes a while for things to kind of add up, right? Especially on the royalty side. But depending on which route you take, like commercials have like crazy budgets, so things can add up. It just depends on how things work out for you. And yeah, but I say go for it, get started now, don't wait. Do whatever you got to do during the day, take care of your bills, do your music when you can, and then just keep building that joint up till the music is just passing what you're doing, or at least super close to what you're doing on the day job. And then just make sure you set up, man, and just take that leap, get it in. Shout out to everybody at Berklee, man. When I was in college, I didn't know anything about Berklee until I was in college. I was like, yo, like I would have applied to go there. Spence, Logic Gang, yes. Team Logic. Audio Ron, I got a video on Taxi here on the channel. Check that out. I talk about it because a lot of people ask me what I think about Taxi. But yeah, go check the video, and I talk about it for a little bit. All right, let me scroll to some of the recent ones. I think I got behind and talk and yapping at the mouth. It's a good question right here. Shout out to Cal's email. Did I say it right? Like some of the names when they're together, I could be saying Cal's email and it could be Calsamel. Like, I don't know. It could be something totally different. But he said, when mixing for TV and film, what frequency range should you cut down for dialogue? That's a good question, because at the end of the day, it's about the dialogue, right? It's about the people who's talking on TV. There's no specific frequency I kind of cut down in my track. I just produce my track like I would if an artist was singing over it or whatever. But I do stay away from like those piercing frequencies, like, or those synths that are so high and squeechy. That's not a word, but that's the best way to describe it. But like, you know, just those ear piercing, way high frequencies. Like, I stay away from those, man. Like, if it makes you do this and make this face, it's probably needs to be cut out or just taken out altogether. So yeah, if it hurts your ears and it sounds distracting, I would just stay away from it. And usually they'll let you know. Like, I've had a publisher, they hit me back, there's like, yo, this one sound, I need you to take it out, change it or something, and then you just go back and change it. So don't be afraid, guys, to don't be afraid, like, to send the tracks out. Even if you're not 100% sure, like, send them out and get that feedback and see what people think, because they may rock with it, and then you're good. You'll never know until you do it. What's up? Is it McClure MX Clever? I'm not gonna try it. I'm not gonna butcher y'all names today. Forgive me. But he said, I have libraries asking for music, but I'm having trouble staying productive, sticking to a schedule, especially with a full-time job. Any suggestions? Yes, that it's tough, man. I've been there. So what time do you have? You know, once you come home from work, whatever time you have, I guess analyze it. Like, I don't know your situation, if you have a family, or pets to take care of, like, whatever time that you have. I don't know how much TV you watch. If you're a gamer, like, whatever, see where you can cut some time out from some other things and then just focus on music. So for example, when I was working my 9 to 5, I would come home from work, eat dinner, catch up with the wife, and then before we had our kid, she would go to sleep like 9. So then from like 9:30 till like 2 in the morning, I would stay up to like 1, 2 in the morning, and then that was my time to work on music. And then I'll get up around 8 o'clock, get ready for work or whatever. So that was my schedule. And I just stuck with that. I knew from 9 or 9:30 or 10 to 2, that was just my chunk of time where I'm working on music. Get a little whiteboard or something, put on a calendar what you're working on each day. If you're trying to get into TV and film, make a goal. You want to knock out 5 tracks this week, and then just work towards that and just hit that goal like every week. If it's 5 tracks, if it's 2 tracks, like whatever, just make sure you're making progress, and then just write it out so you can see it and you can visualize it. That way you stay on track, you can hold yourself accountable, and then you can actually see like what you're getting done. Check it off your list, and then keep it moving like that. And then, man, I had to turn the phone off too. Like, sometimes I just gotta disconnect, man, because that was a huge distraction for me. Turn the phone off, and you'd be surprised how productive you get. All right, let me see. Jason, what's up, man? Can you tell me a little bit more about the Road to 10 placements? I'm on the fence about it. Is this a course I can do like once a week? So the Road to 10 placements is is like my digital course. It's a PDF and it's an audio course. Doesn't take you long to go through at all, right? And I did that intentionally because it doesn't take a whole lot to start getting TV placements. And what it is my personal blueprint, is what I did to land my first 10 TV placements in a year. And that's what it is. You just go through it. I tell you what you need to have set up. I tell you how to prepare your music for submission, and some important things you need to know when getting started in licensing. And that's what it is, man. And I put a whole bundle together to give you some things that can help you stay organized as well. But yeah, you go through the process, and then you apply everything that's in the course, and then you just keep doing it over and over and over again. You create music, you submit, you start reaching out to companies. The most important part is, once you're at the point of reaching out to companies, you have to keep reaching out and keep searching and researching companies until you find a deal, like until you find the ones that work for you. Excuse me, I'm live, so y'all about to get all these burps and hiccups and all everything live. So yeah, so that's what it is, man. But the most important part is to just keep going, keep submitting until you see the results that you want to see. A lot of people, they'll submit or they'll get to the point where they submit and it's like, I haven't heard anything back. And I'd be like, how many companies did you reach out to? Like 3. Like, bruh, you should be reaching out to like 5 a day. Like, I was reaching out to like 5 companies a day, every day, until I started getting deals on the table, started getting contracts and tracks accepted to libraries. I didn't stop. So you have to be relentless until you start seeing the results that you want to see. Then once you actually get signed up with the libraries, you have the deals in place. Now you have to be just as persistent in creating tracks to pitch to these companies. Now you got to supply them. So then I would try and knock out, like I said, like 5 tracks a week. Or when I got a brief in, I would try and send like 3 to 5 tracks every time I got a brief, so that I'm continuously building that catalog up. And that's what it takes. So yeah, for those who want to know what the Road to 10 Placements is my personal blueprint on how to get started and getting TV placements. Doesn't take long to get through the course. If you guys want information on that, you can go to this link here. You'll get a free guide at first, but then after you enter your email address, it'll also give you the option to go ahead and purchase that course if you guys want to get started in the TV placement game and get that information. So yeah, man, Jason, I appreciate you coming through and asking the question. Hopefully that helps clarify anything. Brandon said that wife and kids juggle ain't no joke. Definitely got to get my schedule back in order. Man, bro, it's not like it's not. It's not a joke, man. Like, I didn't realize how much time I had until I got married. And then I realized it even more when I had a kid. Like, bro, this little dude sucked so many hours from both of us. We was just like, yo, we didn't know what we was getting into. But we figured it out, man. Like, now we just kind of, my wife and I, we have a system where we have a schedule. So like right now she's with him, she has him from like 7:30, from when we wake up until he wakes up from a nap. Once he wakes up from a nap, that's when I stop working. I get him, then I'm hanging out with him all the way to his bedtime pretty much. And then after he goes to sleep, she works for a little bit after that, and then we'll just come together, then we'll have our time. But man, bro, like, especially like when they're first born, we weren't getting any sleep. I didn't work, man. I didn't do nothing for like, I was done for like 3 months, man. I ain't started making music again until he got a little bit older and we started getting sleep. But it's tough. So Jason said I've been working with other companies and sync libraries, but haven't landed anything since 2012. Yeah, so I guess I would reevaluate maybe finding new libraries, or even if you could reach out to the current libraries and see, like, you know, what's good, like what do they need? Are you creating stuff that they need, that they place a lot of, and try and get some more information to see, like, you know, what's going on. And then my approach is through libraries, licensing companies. That's my approach. In my opinion, I feel like that's the easiest way to get started. And then as far as that, you know, reaching out to 5 companies a day, affecting my output. I wasn't producing anything. I take that back. I was producing stuff at night. So this is what I did when I was at the time of reaching out to companies and trying to get those first 10 TV placements. I had a job to where during that time where I was spending a lot of time sitting down, like waiting for people to come up or whatever. So I had a lot of time where I could just be on my phone. So I'd be on my phone, like researching libraries and companies, shooting out emails and stuff. So I kind of had that extra time to do that. And then by the time I got home, I've already sent out, you know, the emails, the submissions on their websites, whatever. I had already sent it out. Or if it was something where I had to be in front of my computer, I would just make a note or save a bookmark of the company and just make note to upload whatever I had to upload once I got back home. And then once I was home, again, I'm on that shift where from 10 to 2 a.m. I'm working on music. So I was still able to kind of work on music at the same time. But my primary focus was on reaching out to those companies. Man, y'all got some dope questions. Yeah, he said, my wife and kids left me and I still don't have time. Yo, time is crazy, man. Sometimes you just gotta sometimes, man, you gotta evaluate what you do. You know, when I got out of once I graduated college, I sold my Xbox. I was on that a lot, playing NCAA football and Madden. I was on that joint a lot. I sold it. I got rid of my TV, sold that. The only thing I had in my house when I got home from work was music equipment. So if I wanted something to do outside of just sitting there, like, I was working on music. Like, that's how serious I got. And I was just like, yo, like, I spent too much time watching TV, too much time playing something that's not putting money in my account. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not knocking anybody that does it. You know, if that's what you do with your free time, that's how you clear your mind. You do what you do. Me personally, I didn't mind making that sacrifice of selling my Xbox, getting rid of my TV, and just cutting off. Now I was single at the time too, so I didn't mind making those sacrifices to get to where I was trying to go, and I knew it was gonna require some type of sacrifice. So that's what I did, man, and I just went hard, bro. Shout out to Yayi, man. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to share, subscribe once this joint is posted, and hit that notification icon so you guys know when I'm live, when I'm posting new videos and things like that. Fire Tracks, what's up, bro? Shadow, what's up? 3 kids. Yo, man, I'm gonna be coming to y'all for some tips. I only got 1. Y'all doing it with 3. That's a different level of patience. But man, yeah, it's possible, man. It's just balance and figuring out a way to make it work. Let's see. We got Clinton, Maryland in the building. That's what's up. Yeah, you definitely gotta sacrifice, man. Princess Anne in Maryland, what's up? All right, y'all. I'm gonna take one more question, and then I'm gonna have to hop off. Shout out to everybody in the room, man. Let me know where you guys are from one last time. Drop a question. We'll pick one of these questions and then I'm gonna hop off. But this joint will be on the channel, so if you guys just tuned in, it's all good. All the information that we shared will definitely be up on the YouTube channel. Make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss the next one on next Wednesday. But yeah. Phoenix, Fairburn, Alabama. That's what's up. Do you pitch albums or single tracks? I do both, mostly single tracks though. I've done a few albums. I've done like half of albums. Sometimes a library reach out and ask you, you know, they'll be working on a specific album. They'll ask you to do a handful of tracks. Sometimes you'll get paid up front for those per track, which is another way to make some money in sync as well, is you know, by doing like production albums and things like that. So yeah, but for the most part, it's usually like single stuff, just based on briefs. Best way to grow your money after earning it: investing in it, investing back into your business, investing into the things that work, the things that can expose you to more of who you're trying to get in front of. Me personally, I invest in stocks, ETFs, working on real estate stuff, investing back into the business through advertisement, marketing and things like that. So anything that's going to either grow the business or grow my money and make my money work for me, pretty much. So that's the best way to, you know, to watch your money grow after earning it, is and not spending it on stuff that won't make you any more money back. All right, we got Oxford in the building. Clint, come check out real estate tax auction downtown next month in Fairburn, downtown Fairburn. What is it be packed down there with a lot of investors? I gotta look at the tax list for that county. Cause I don't want to go into nothing blind and not knowing the details on the property. Oh, downtown Atlanta. My first time you buying delinquent tax properties. Oh, so it's your first time. You gotta keep me posted, man. Let me know how it is. Cause I will definitely grab the tax delinquent joints. All right. Where we at? It's 1:15. Dr. David Anderson Jr. on YouTube. He breaks down the tax auctions in ATL. That's what's up. I'm gonna post this up in case anybody else wants this info too. We went from music licensing to real estate. That's what's up. I love it. That's what it's about though, man. Like just doing different things, man. Everything doesn't have to be music. Whatever you're passionate about, man. But honestly, like real estate and music, man, is like it's where it's at. Cause like both of them it's kind of like your music is property too. It's like it's intellectual property, right? And there's similarities between like rental properties and then music licensing, right? Because you got one track, you make it one time, but then it can keep making money for you over and over and over again. Like this one piece of music can get licensed an unlimited amount of times, just like a house can get rented out and renovated like an unlimited amount of times. Like, and you know what I'm saying? Like you can always make that joint current. Somebody always needs a place to live, just like somebody always need music for a TV show or a movie. And it's something that can just continue to make you money, continue to make your family money even after you're gone. So I'm about anything that just makes money on after I did something one time, and I don't have to exchange time for it. But yeah, all right, y'all. I appreciate y'all coming through. Again, if you like the information that I shared, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Peace.